$420 billion stars lost. That's not speculation. That's your government's math, not opinion. This should terrify you. Your savings, your retirement, your dollar under attack. China just weaponized silver. Yes, silver. The metal Americans once trusted, a geopolitical tool. $420 billion vanished from U.S. wealth in months. Do you see the pattern yet? Real money is under assault right now. Your retirement fund, your savings, even your paycheck, all under threat. This is mathematics, not opinion, and it's only beginning. Stage 1 begins with trust, real money, tangible wealth. Ancient Rome minted silver coins called denarii. Citizens trusted them completely. 95% to silver, reliable, stable. Economy functioned smoothly. People believed in their rulers. But even Rome fell prey to temptation. Leaders cut silver content. Slowly at first, 5%, then less. Inflation followed. Prices rose. Citizens felt betrayal. Trust eroded. Stage 1 ended. Stage 2 began. The machine accelerated. Fast forward 2,000 years. The US dollar once tied to gold. People trusted it. Savings meant something. Investments were measured in tangible wealth. Then came expansion, borrowing, printing. Stage 2 arrived quietly. Do you see the pattern? Rome, then America. Trust is fragile. Even silver held its value in Rome. It was the safety net. In the US, silver is now weaponized by China. They control supply, prices fluctuate. Ordinary Americans lose billions, $420 billion gone. And this is just the start. Ask yourself, are you prepared for the machine's next move? Stage 2 is where the machine accelerates, the expansion begins, governments borrow, central banks print, currency loses restraint. In the US, the Federal Reserve has printed trillions since 2008. Debt climbs, interest payments rise, ordinary Americans feel pressure. Silver, quietly, China stockpiles it. They manipulate supply, prices spike, $420 billion disappears from American portfolios. Not theory, not opinion, mathematics. Do you feel the betrayal? Your savings evaporate while elites consolidate wealth. Stage 2 never pauses. Rome experienced it. Weimar Germany experienced it. America now, let's break it down. The Fed's balance sheet exceeds $10 trillion. Debt to GDP ratios climb past 125%. Trillions in borrowing. Dollars printed. The middle class pays the cost. Wages stagnate. Inflation erodes buying power. Housing skyrockets. Essentials cost more every year. Ordinary Americans squeezed. Meanwhile, elites and institutional investors profit. Stage 2 favors the top. China's silver strategy is precise. They buy in secret, control mines, hoard supply, influence global pricing, weaponize a commodity that once protected U.S. wealth. $420 billion lost is proof, not speculation, not a headline. Real money vanishing. Ask yourself, is your retirement safe? Your savings? Your paycheck? Stage 2 is already here. The signs are everywhere. History repeats. Rome debased silver slowly, first 5%, then less. Weimar Germany inflated daily. Citizens needed wheelbarrows to buy bread. Stage 2 always leads to Stage 3. Loss of control. Erosion of trust. And it's happening now. America's dollar untethered from silver or gold. China manipulates commodities, particularly silver, as a geopolitical lever. This is how wars of wealth are fought today. Not tanks or missiles. Financial weapons, supply chains, market manipulation, and ordinary Americans pay. Do you see it? Rome, Weimar, Nixon, and now you. The pattern is absolute. The machine never stops. Ask yourself, are you ready for Stage 3? Because it's coming. Even in Stage 2, the middle class struggles quietly. $420 billion lost. Americans don't even see it. Prices rise, savings decline, pension projections shrink. You feel the pressure in your grocery bill, your mortgage, your bills. The machine doesn't care about fairness. It only follows the pattern. China's silver manipulation isn't random. It's calculated. Geopolitics, economics, currency power, they control all three. Every fluctuation in silver impacts U.S. purchasing power. Every spike erodes middle-class wealth every day. Do you see the urgency yet, or is it still abstract numbers? Stage 2 ends with consequences. Rome's citizens lost trust. Weimar citizens lost everything. Nixon's America felt rising inflation. America today faces similar forces. Trillions in debt, silver weaponized, middle-class destruction in motion. The question is, will you notice before it's too late? Stage 3 arrives when control slips, inflation rises, trust erodes, wages stagnate, savings shrink. Essentials cost more every month. Middle-class Americans feel it in every grocery bill, every gas station stop. Look at history. 1923, Weimar Germany. The mark lost 99% of its value. Daily prices doubled. Citizens needed wheelbarrows to buy bread. Sound familiar? Prices rise while your paycheck does not. Stage 3 destroys ordinary people. Elites consolidate wealth. The machine doesn't care. Ancient Rome teaches the same lesson. The denarius lost silver content, 5%, then less. Prices soared. Citizens could not keep up. Stage 3 is predictable. It follows Stage 2 every time. The machine has rules. The pattern repeats. Now, the United States. Inflation may seem mild on paper. CPI shows small percentages. But real Americans know the truth. Groceries cost more. Rent spikes. Healthcare expenses rise. Your dollar buys less every month, every paycheck. Meanwhile, China manipulates silver. They control supply, push prices higher. $420 billion in lost American wealth proves it. Not speculation, reality. Do you feel the urgency yet? Stage 3 hits hardest at the middle class. Pensions lose projected value. Retirement accounts shrink. Savings evaporate. Cash becomes weaker. Ordinary Americans suffer silently. Housing costs? Out of control. Mortgage rates climb. Rentals soar. Stage 3 amplifies previous Stage 2 expansions. Your standard of living declines, slowly at first, then sharply. Ask yourself, can your income keep up with the machine? Most cannot. That's the reality. Silver is the invisible weapon here. China's stockpiles influence global pricing. Commodities shift. U.S. manufacturing costs rise. Retail prices spike. Inflation spreads silently. This is a calculated financial attack, not accident. Middle-class Americans pay billions. $420 billion and counting. Even government statistics understate the damage. Savings accounts lose real purchasing power. Bonds yield almost nothing. Social Security barely keeps pace. Middle-class wealth slowly erodes. Meanwhile, elites profit from inflation hedges and commodities. The pattern is undeniable. The machine doesn't discriminate against the top. History repeats. Weimar, Rome, Nixon. Stage 3 always devastates ordinary people. Loss of control. Inflation unchecked. Currency devalued. Stage 4 waits patiently. The inevitable reset. Ask yourself, are you ready? Are you positioned to survive Stage 4? Consider Nixon, 1971. Gold window closed. Dollar untethered. Inflation arrived slowly, then brutally. Middle class felt betrayal. $420 billion lost in silver today mirrors that historical warning. Mathematics repeats. Patterns are absolute. Machines follow rules. The system does not care about fairness. China's silver manipulation makes the machine more precise. Supply control, price spikes, global leverage, geopolitical advantage. Every dollar you hold buys less. Every asset you own loses real value. Ordinary Americans, victims of systemic erosion. Do you feel fear, anger, betrayal? You should. Stage 3 is ruthless. It's where the middle class starts disappearing. Pensions shrink, savings vanish, cash weakens, debt rises. The consequences are unavoidable. The pattern doesn't fail. Ask yourself, where will this end? Who benefits? Who loses? History is clear. Rome, Weimar, Nixon. Each Stage 3 crushed ordinary people. Middle-class destruction is not a theory. It's predictable mathematics. And right now, America is in Stage 3. $420 billion lost to silver manipulation proves it. Are you watching closely or still asleep at the wheel? The machine doesn't wait. Stage 3 builds quietly, then explodes. Every decision, every delay costs real wealth. Real Americans, real families. Do you see the pattern? Do you feel the pressure? Stage 4 is waiting, the final reset. And it will not be gentle. Stage 4, the inevitable reset. The machine completes its cycle. History shows it clearly. Rome, Weimar, Nixon. Each ended in wealth transfer. Ordinary citizens wiped out. Elites consolidate. Cash loses value. Pensions vanish. $420 billion lost to silver manipulation is only the beginning. China's strategy is precise. They control supply, influence prices, and shift global leverage. Middle-class Americans feel it daily. Prices spike. Savings disappear. Retirement projections shrink. Do you see the pattern? Stage 4 always arrives. It cannot be avoided. Rome's citizens lost trust in money and government. Chaos followed. Weimar's middle class destroyed. Bread cost a fortune. Wheelbarrows of cash were needed. Nixon untethered the dollar from gold. Inflation rose quietly. Then suddenly, history rhymes, the machine always completes. Ask yourself, are you positioned for Stage 4? Ordinary Americans get wiped. Elites consolidate. Wealth moves upward. Cash, bonds, and savings lose real value. Only tangible assets retain power. $420 billion lost. But the math shows more is coming. Even today, the Fed is trapped. Trillions in debt, interest payments rising. China accumulates silver. BRICS nations accumulate gold. Dollar dominance weakens. Geopolitics intensifies. The middle class bears the cost. Do you feel the betrayal yet? Your government, your savings, your future at risk. Every stage flows naturally into the next. Stage 2 enabled Stage 3. Stage 3 now sets the stage for Stage 4. The pattern is absolute. Mathematics always wins. History does not lie. Do you see it? Or are you still ignoring the warning signs? Savers destroyed, cash loses value, pensions evaporate, housing costs rise, essentials cost more every day, wages stagnate. $420 billion lost to silver manipulation proves it. Not theory, reality. Elites consolidate wealth. Ordinary Americans pay the price. The machine does not discriminate against power or position. The pattern is predictable. The result is inevitable. Stage 4 punishes the unprepared. Protecting yourself is not optional. Ask yourself, what happens if this continues? Your standard of living declines. Your children's future costs more. Your retirement becomes uncertain. Every day, the clock ticks. There is one category that survives history. Real assets, scarce resources, productive skills. Insurance, not investment. Preparation, not panic. Tangible goods hold value. Silver, gold, land, skills. These survive in Stage 4. History teaches the same lesson again and again. Rome's citizens who held real wealth survived better than those who trusted debased coins. Weimar citizens with tangible goods survived hunger. America today? Skill, adaptability, and real assets protect ordinary Americans. Do you see why the pattern repeats? Tangible value survives the machine. Digital wealth, cash, and untethered currency are vulnerable. Only preparation shields against predictable destruction. China's silver strategy isn't random. It's precise, calculated. $420 billion lost. And this is just the beginning. Ask yourself, where will this end? Who benefits? Who loses? Are you positioned for Stage 4? Or will you be wiped out? The system will break. Stage 4 will come. Mathematics always wins. History doesn't repeat. It rhymes. The machine always completes. Ordinary Americans face erosion of wealth. Elites consolidate power. The pattern is absolute. The only question? Are you ready? Are you prepared for the reset? Subscribe now. The next video shows who built this machine, how it operates, and what ordinary Americans can still do before Stage 4 hits. We'll reveal 3 critical things to watch next, and how the silver game unfolds. Do not ignore it. The pattern is here. The machine never sleeps. $420 billion is proof. The question is whether you will survive it.